Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for our family information session this evening. My name is Kristen Paylor. I am the NC PreK manager at Durham's Partnership for Children, and this will be our second family information session. Alrighty, let's get started. Thank you for joining our family information session. There will be language choices. At the bottom of the screen, you will see your Zoom toolbar. To the right, there will be a picture of a globe that is labeled Interpretation. Click Interpretation and select the language you would like to hear the webinar in. Please note, if you do not select a language, you will not be able to hear the webinar. There are some online housekeeping rules as this webinar is being recorded. A link to the archive of the webinar will be posted on our website at durhamprek.org. This is a listen-only webinar, so you will be muted while the webinar is in progress. You can ask questions by typing them in the Q&A box, and we will have a Q&A session at the end of the webinar. Please complete the survey at the end of the webinar. The agenda for today will be, we will start off with introductions, an overview of Durham PreK, the review of the February information session, a notification timeline, site preferences, notification of placement, what to expect after accepting your placement, transition to pre-K, a typical pre-K day, creative curriculum, overview, and the Q&A session. So let's start with introductions. Today on our call, we have Early Years, Durham's Partnership for Children, Durham Public School, Durham County, and FCR, Families and Community Rising, with Head Start and Early Head Start. So let's do an overview of Durham PreK. So Durham PreK. Durham PreK is Durham's local investment in high-quality early childhood experiences. They enhance existing pre-K seats, expand access to all 4-year-olds in Durham County, and children must be 4 on or before August 31st, 2026, and a resident of Durham County to apply. Durham PreK is free for all families 450% at or below the federal poverty level. Families above this will contribute sliding scale monthly parent fees based on income and family size. Please view the sliding scale fee at durhamprek.org/dpk-sliding-scale. So let's talk about the Durham PreK application. The Durham PreK application allows families to complete one application to be considered for all publicly funded pre-K seats in Durham County. That's including Durham Public School classrooms, Durham Head Start classrooms, and also community-based license programs. Also, with the Durham PreK application, just to let you all know, there is still time to apply. June 30th is the last day for in-person assistance with the ASQ screenings, and they are taking appointments on Tuesdays and Thursdays only. Also, the application is available online at www.durhamprek.org/dpk-application. So let's talk about the February 2026 DPK information session. So some of the topics that were covered are required documents, along with the Durham PreK application, a walkthrough completing the application, and what to expect after submitting an application, and site preferences. To watch the recording, you may find them at the durhamprek.org website. So now let's talk about notification timeline. The notification timeline for first rounds of notification will be mid-May. Notifications will be sent out via email. If you have not received a placement, then your application still remains under review. There will be rolling notifications until all seats are filled starting in July. If you do not receive a placement application, then it still remains under review. Now, just a reminder, the first day of school for the traditional calendar will be August 24th, 2026, and for year round, it will be July 20th, 2026. So let's talk about site preferences. So, site preferences, families with a completed application that have also moved through the entire scoring process will receive an email about selecting their preferred sites. Sites in your drop down menu will be based on your family's eligibility. You will be able to select your top 3 preferences. If Durham Public Schools does not appear, your child's development screening did not show a great academic need, which is required for DPS pre-K eligibility. We will consider your site preferences for placement, but they cannot always be honored. So let's talk about notification of placement. Placement notification. All notifications are sent via email, so it is very important that families verify their email after applying. Please check your spam folder as well. Families who sign up for text messages will receive a text message indicating that placement notifications have begun and to check your email for that placement. The notification will indicate the site where your child was placed and the amount due each month in parent fees. Most families will see that the parent's assigned fees is $0. Check your registration page of the Durham PreK website to view the sliding scale fee. All right, so let's talk about accepting placement. If you have reviewed your placement offer and you are satisfied with the site offered, you will have 7 days to accept your seat. When you are accepting your application, make sure to accept the application and complete photo release form as well. Over the summer, you can start communicating with your site director, scheduling a tour, asking any questions you have about their sites, and you may also find a demo video on how to accept your placement as well. All right, let's talk about declining placements. Parents will always have the option to decline a spot if they are not satisfied with the site placement for their child. When a parent selects decline, the application will be withdrawn from being considered further. Families must call or email the DPK Information Help Desk to have their application returned to the waitlist. We cannot guarantee that a child will receive another placement if a parent chooses to decline their spot. We do ask that parents provide a reason for declining a spot they have been placed in. The site is too far away, and I am not satisfied with the site my child has been placed at. All right, let's talk about the waitlist placement. When a parent selects waitlist, the application will be considered for alternative placements or for alternative sites. We cannot guarantee that you will receive another placement offer since placement is dependent upon eligibility and seats available. We ask that parents provide a reason for remaining on the wait list, such as the site is too far away or I am not satisfied with the site my child has been placed at. Now, what to expect after accepting your spot. For a private childcare site, a representative of the site that a family is placed in will contact the family either via phone or email with any information that is specific to their site. Families should expect to hear from their providers starting on August 1st, and families placed after August 1st should expect to hear from their providers 7 days after accepting a placement. Now, for Durham Public Schools and Whitted Schools, once families accept placement, a welcome letter will be sent with DPS guidelines and information to enroll in Power School or Infinite Campus as of June 2025, and please read the letter carefully. Power School or Infinite Campus enrollments must be completed before your child's first day of school. DPS teachers are on summer break and will contact families a week prior to school starting. If it is year round, they will receive information the week of July 14th. And if it's traditional, they will receive information the week of August 18th. For Durham Head Start, families will be contacted to schedule an appointment with a family engagement specialist at Families and Community Risings within 7 days of accepting a placement. During this appointment, the family engagement specialist will help the family complete additional paperwork that is required for Head Start. All right, so let's talk about the placement transfer request. Families will have the option for transferring to a different site if they are not satisfied with the site after accepting their placement. The transfer depends on the availability of spaces in the preferred site, and a family cannot transfer into a classroom that is already full. Until all children with a completed application are offered an initial placement, no transfer request can be considered. Transition to pre-K. Pre-K calendar. Most Durham pre-K classrooms follow the Durham Public Schools traditional calendar, except for Holt, Pearsontown Elementary, W.G. Pearson, and Eastway, which operate on the Durham Public Schools year-round calendar. For the pre-K hours, all sites operate on a 6.5-hour school day. Check out the site location tab to view each site's hours for the 25-26 school year. Scholarships and subsidies can help cover the cost of wraparound care for those who need hours outside of the regular school day. Wraparound hours for each site are listed at durhamprek.org/family/site location/wrap-care. Hours for the 2026-2027 school year will be updated as our team receives them. So let's talk about the typical pre-K day. A typical pre-K day schedule is available on our Y Pre-K page. Each day, your child will receive breakfast, lunch, and snack at their site. Important components of each day. They will be able to participate in play-based learning, outdoor time and learning, centers that your child has the option to select the activity they participate in, quiet time, circle time led by your child's teacher as well. So let's talk about support with the pre-K transition. There are many ways you can help your child with the transition to pre-K and prepare them over the summer. Our suggestions are read to your child daily, visit your pre-K site, talk with your pre-K provider about what you can expect during a pre-K day, talk through the pre-K schedule at your site with your child, and set a routine and start your routine prior to the school starting. Also, on Durham Pre-K staff, our Durham Pre-K staff are always willing to provide more suggestions and resources to you. Reach out to Jamaica at dpfc.net to ask for more resources to support your child in transitioning to pre-K. Let's talk about the creative curriculum. Overview of the creative curriculum. Creative curriculum is a state-approved pre-K curriculum. Instruction in the classroom is individualized to the children based on the child's ability, focused on supporting the whole child to align social emotional development with cognitive and physical development. And also, it helps to improve kindergarten readiness. If you would like to more information about the creative curriculum, you can visit the link provided in this slideshow. All right, for our pre-K sites, all of our pre-K sites utilize creative curriculum. This curriculum is used in our private, Head Start, and Durham public school sites. Creative curriculum gives our teachers more flexibility to tailor lesson plans to the interests and ability of the children in their classroom. Let's talk about the importance of play. Play helps children increase their social skills and how they relate to other children their age. These social emotional skills that develop in pre-K help prepare your child for kindergarten and their future learning. In addition to play based learning, child led activities help to foster a love of learning in your child. If you have any questions, please enter your questions in our QA box. For the Durham PreK Help Desk, call 1-833-PREK-EDU or 1-833-773-5338 or email prek@earlyyears.org for the following: to schedule a virtual or in-person application appointment, ask questions about the application process, ask questions about the documents needed for the application process. If you need support completing the application in the language other than English or Spanish, and to email or text missing documents for your application. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please visit www.durhamprek.org for more information and for the online application. Please call 1-833-PREK-EDU with any questions you may have. And also stay connected. Text DPK to 1-833-773-5338 and follow us on Instagram at Durham PreK. Scan the QR code to complete the survey. Again, thank you so much for joining us today. I hope that we were able to answer any questions that you may have. And thank you again for your participation in our program.